Assalamu alaikum. Hi, my dear students. Welcome back to our English class. Today we are going to continue the same lesson, the School for Sympathy. Already we have started this lesson. I hope you all understand this lesson very well. Today also we are going to see the same lesson. All of you take your textbook. Listen carefully. Page number 169. Before that, I want to tell about the story in a short way. What is the story? The story is about a school. Okay, about a school. The school system is totally different from normal school. Okay, the writer Edward Barrel Lucas went to the school and saw Miss Beam. Miss Beam is the head of the school. She is the principal, and Edward Barrel Lucas saw everything in the school, and he was asking his doubts how she was running the school. Okay, so and what is it? Different things he has seen in the school is the children are what is that? Not only learning the lessons and doing the practical works, but also they are what is that doing things in a different way. What is that? For example, the one child has to be blind for one day. Okay, and one child has to be deaf one day, dumb one day, like that, lame one day, so that they can understand the what is it sufferings of people and how to help the other things. For that only the school system followed this type of things. Okay, and then and this Edward the writer asking some questions to the what is that Beam, and she also explaining everything about the school one by one, step by step. And then what happened? Suddenly the writer saw some children are tied with the bandage around their eyes. It was very surprising. It was very surprising to them, to him, because no school has followed like this. So he was very surprised to see the girls like that, and some boys also doing like this. So he was keep on asking some questions to Miss Beam. Okay, so page number 169, all of you take. We have to continue from there only. Okay, so everyone is very kind, Miss Beam continued, and it is really something of a joke. Although of course before the day is over, the reality of the disability becomes clear even to the least thoughtful. The blind day is of course really is the worst. So some children are telling blind day is the worst, because it is very difficult to what is that tie their eyes, and they cannot see anything. But some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most frightening. So some are telling dumb day without speaking is very difficult, they are telling. There of course the child must use willpower only because the mouth is not bandaged. So the child must use willpower. They have to use their willpower if the mouth is not bandaged. But come down into the garden and see for yourself how the children like it. So Miss Beam is telling to the writer, you come and see in the garden, you can see there are so many children, or you can see everything. Miss Beam, tell me to one of the bandage girls a little merry things. Here is a gentleman come to you, said Miss Beam, and left us. So here Miss Beam is introducing the writer to the children. Okay, he is a new person, he is a strange person. So he was introducing him to the children. Okay, so let's see, he is a gentleman, comes to talk to you, and he left and he went to. Okay, Miss Beam is not in that place, he left the place. Don't you ever peep? I asked by the way of opening. So now the children and the writer are conversing between them. Okay, conversation between them. So don't you ever peep? I asked by the way of opening. Oh, she explained that would be cheating, but I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. So the writer was asking, it's very difficult to be blind, how you are managing. The author was asking the little girl, and she was replying to the author. What she was replying, I had no idea it was so awful to be blind. So the child was telling, oh, it's very terrible only to be play as a role as a blind girl. You can't see a thing. One feels one is going to be hit by something every moment, sitting down in search of relief. So, what she was telling, if the eyes are closed, okay, she cannot see anything. When she was walking to one place to another, she will hit somewhere, isn't it? She cannot see anything. Suddenly she will hit. So what the girl was telling, it is better to be sitting down. It's very very relief. If you are not going to one place to another, if you are sitting in one place, it is better. It is a relief to me. She was telling to the writer. Are you guides, are your guides kind to you? I asked. So every person, for example, a blind person is accompanied with one helper. Okay, so the author was asking, are they really guides you? Are they kind to you? The author was asking. Pretty good. Not as careful as I shall be when it is my turn. So those that have been blind already are the best. So what the girl was telling, okay, it's good only they are helping, but the helper, if they are already blind, they played the role, they are better. Okay, they are better because they know how to help the others. Okay, because they himself played the role as a blind. Say, so they know how difficult when they are going, so they are better than the other, those who are played already. It is terrible not to see. I wish would try. I shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. So the author, the writer was asking, shall I help you? He was asking the child. Oh yes, she said, let's go for a little walk. So the girl was asking, telling, replying to the author, oh yes, we can walk for a little. Only you must tell me about things. I shall be so glad when today is over. So what she was telling, one day only, that blind day. Okay, so she is telling, oh, if the day is over, I will be very very happy. The other bad days can't be off as bad as this. Having a so what she was telling, I played, what is it, as a lame and dumb, deaf, like that. The other days are better. Okay, the other days can't be off as bad as this. Other days are better, but these days are very very what is difficult to face. Having a leg tied up and hopping about on a crutch is almost a fun, I guess. So the girl was telling, one day is a lame day. Okay, they have to tie their leg, and they have to when they are tying their legs, means they have to hop. Okay, they have to jump. It's a fun, she is telling, it's a fun. Crunch means crunch means a long stick used as support by a person with an injury or disability. Okay, the person or disability, they are using this crunch. They have that stick like structure, and they will have that, and they will, with the support, they will walk. That is CRUTCH. Okay, crunch, that is. So it is a conversation between the child and the writer. Having an arm tied up is a little more troublesome because you have to be get your food cut up for you and so on, but it doesn't really matter. So and she was telling what she was telling, having a arm tied is also very very difficult, because when you are eating the food it's very very difficult, they will tie your arm. It doesn't matter really. And so far being deaf for a day, I shall not mind that, at least not much. So deaf day is they will, what is that, cover day here, okay, that is not much difficult, she was telling. But being blind is so frightening. So what she was telling, covering the eyes for whole day is very very frightening, she was telling. My head aches all the time just for avoiding things that probably aren't there. Where are we now? So she was with the eyes tied, she was talking to the writer. So suddenly when she was talking, she is asking the author where we are now. In the playground, I said, going towards the house. So I said to the girl, we were in the playground, we are going to the house. Miss Beam is walking up and down the terrace with a tall girl. Now Miss Beam is coming with a tall girl. Who has the girl got on? My companion asked me. So this girl, the tied up girl, is asking, who has the girl got on? Who is coming here? She was asking. A blue skirt and a pink blouse. I think it's Millie, she said. What color is her hair? So Miss Beam is telling. So she is another girl. She is wearing blue skirt and a pink blouse. I think she is Millie. She said, what color is her hair? Very light, I said. So the girl, she cannot see anything. So the writer and the Miss Beam is explaining about the other girl, what she was wearing, what hat she has. Okay, everything was described by the writer and Mr. Beam. Yes, that's Millie. She's the head girl. She is very decent. So the girl is telling, oh, Miss Millie. Sorry, Millie. Millie, she is the head girl. Okay, she is very decent girl. There is an old man tying up roses. So an old man was tying up roses. Okay, but the writer doesn't know who that old man. So there is one old man. He is tying the roses. I said, yes, that's Peter. He is the gardener. He is hundreds of years old. So now the girl is telling, oh, that man, his name is Peter, and he is a gardener, and his age is 100 years of old. And here comes a dark girl in red on crutches. So another girl is coming. She is dark, and he is also having that, what is crutches, I told you, long stick which support the person who is disability. Yes, she said, that's Beryl. Our name is Beryl. And so we walked on in guiding this little girl about. I discovered that I was many times more thoughtful already than usual. I also realized that having so described the surroundings to another makes them more interesting. So the girl is tied with the bandage, so everything was describing, the author was describing to the girl. So it was very very interesting to me. Who is sailing? The author was telling. When Miss Beam came to release me, I was sorry to go. I walked back to the town murmuring the lines. So everything was over. So he was going back to his own place. So he was what is that, he was very very little bit sad only to moving from that place. Can I see another? Oh, and not share their sorrow too? Oh no, never can it be, never can it be. So he was seeing the, what is that, difficulties and sorrows, what are the children are facing. So he was telling, I cannot see anymore, I was going home. Okay, so he was murmuring by himself and leaving the place. Okay, the writer. So this is the story. Nothing. don't want to worry about, don't feel that the story is difficult, nothing. Miss Beam is running a school. The school is entirely different from normal school. The children has to play each day one role. Okay, one day the children has to be blind, but they are not really blind, but they are not really deaf or dumb. They are what is that? They are playing, acting like that. They have to what is that? Feel, and they have to know the sufferings of disability. For that only the school principal as following this type of things. Okay, so some children are what is that, they are thinking blind, acting like a blind is very difficult, because covering your eyes is very difficult, isn't it? But other things, without speaking, it's very easy. But tying the eyes over, cover your eyes, is very difficult. They felt the childs are felt. So the author was very interesting to see the school children and interacting with them, and he was keenly observing each children what they are doing. Okay, so the school was entirely different from a normal school. The writer went there, and he got a new experience in his life. Okay, so this is a story. So after watching the video, you have to read the textbook. Okay, if you read the textbook, you can understand the story very well. Okay, you can enjoy the story, what are the conversation is talking about, the child and the writer and everything. You can know more about that. Okay, simply watching the video is not enough. You have to, what is that, read the textbook, and if you have any doubt in this particular chapter, you can ask me. Okay, I hope you all watching my video regularly. Keep on watching, improve your English. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, until then, take care. Assalamu alaikum.